Hey y'all, so I got home from work yesterday to this letter addressed to my former self. It was really unexpected, and so I wanted to talk about it. It was from my parents, one of my parents' friends from college. Now, growing up, they lived in New Hampshire, and we all went to the same church and stuff, and then they moved away when I think I was in second grade or first grade, I can't remember. I was young, and they moved to Ohio, and so we've seen them intermittently since then, but I haven't talked to either of the parents. Johnny, I swear he always gets loud when I'm trying to do a video. Anyway, I haven't talked to either of the two parents of this family in probably 2 or 3 years. They haven't visited New Hampshire in a couple of years. Like, it's been a while since we've all gotten together, blah, blah, blah. This was one of the families that my parents sent a letter to when I came out as trans, and they kind of had their own opinions and sent it out to a bunch of people. This is one of the families. But that was a year ago, so I was really, just shocked to see this in my mailbox. And he was pretty much just telling me about how he's been praying for me lately, and he couldn't sleep, and he felt like he should act on his prayers and send a letter to me about his thoughts on my decision, blah, 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 to be transgender. And, I mean, it was very ignorant. It was very uneducated, as are the letters from my parents and their friends and everyone who I used to know as a kid. You know, nobody really takes the time to try and understand what trans is. But it's brought me to this place where I'm just kind of like, cool, thanks for your opinion. Thanks, Johnny. Anyway, it's brought me to this place where I'm like, cool, thanks for your opinion. Gonna move on with my life now. Like, that doesn't really mean anything to me. Anyway, of course he's being needy right now. Anyway, I'm at this point where I just, am just taking it at face value. Cool, that's what you think? That's how you feel about the world? That's great. That doesn't... It doesn't... I can't believe he's playing with this right now. That doesn't have anything to do with me or my life, you know? I've thought about if I want to respond. I'm not really sure, because he said at the end, write back if you want to, and I'm not sure if I want to try and defend myself or just be like, thanks for your opinion. I'm not really sure if I'm going to respond at all. I haven't really ever responded to people's negative or unaccepting views except for my parents. So I'm not sure really what I'm going to do, but it was just very shocking because, I haven't talked to this guy, in years. So it was just so unexpected to see that in my mailbox. Yeah, so I'm just kind of at this point of I realize that everyone grows up with their own different values and their own different viewpoints on the world, and I'm not going to change everybody's opinion or their viewpoints just, like that. It's like I have my own view of the world, and I view that the trans is okay, obviously. But they view that it's not, and who's to say what's right or wrong? You know what I mean? It's relative to how you view the world, really, or what your values are. And so it's just kind of it's pointless for me to argue, and it's almost it's I know that my parents have these negative views, and I know that they don't, fully accept who I am, but at the same time, it's pointless for me to argue because they're never going to change their mind, and I'm never going to change my mind. So we're just going to both just agree to coexist like this instead of, being at odds like we were before. And I don't know. This letter is just kind of like a surprise. And it really got me thinking about that, I'm not really going to change anyone's opinion on it. If they have an opinion about it, that is what it is. I can't do anything about that, so. Just thought I'd throw that out there for y'all. It's just been on my mind. Still not sure if I'm going to reply to him. That's just, probably the one thing I'm not sure of. Because I do want to kind of open a conversation and, try and explain my side of things, because he is very uneducated, but I don't know. I don't know if I have the energy for that kind of discussion right now. Yeah. So I hope that you guys are having a great week, and I'll talk to you next time.